This is that New York music. New York. Mm, damn, 34 and 8. 34 and 8.
Could have been more loyal, could have been more for you. But you've been so fake, I swear it's like the chains you be wearing. Aluminum for you, no heart to pour you. First time I saw you, you me. Had you out your body, 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 had you out your body. Only for one night, I wanna be with you. Money up, okay, you match my vibe. I wanna be with
OKC.
only for one night. I wanna be with you. Money up, okay, you match my vibe. I wanna be with you. For sure. For you, I make them cry for you. I can't get tired of you, desire you. I would five of you if there was five of you, no lie to you. For you, it's like I'm five of you. For me, for you, now I need a shot of you. Sound with you, I do what I gotta do. I just wanna vibe with you, would die for you. Put up to the side for you. I ain't gotta hide from you. Then I make you. Had you out your body. G6 Scotty. The way you got it. Like a bachi. Blast off. I can't pass off Stockton. My long come home, I was wrong, baby, I was wildin'. Blowing up your phone.
You finna bust their ass.
We'll see the Memphis Grizzlies facing the Oklahoma City
Bust
Thunder.
their ass.
Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. Now here's Morant. Pass to Edie. Jacks up a three. Hartenstein pulls it in. And one thing you can say about the Memphis Grizzlies, they are disruptive defensively, Stan.
Yeah, Brian. They've been in the top 5 in the league in steals, blocks, turnovers forced over the last few years. And let's face it, they're aggressive offensively as well. This team attacks at both ends of the court.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Edie. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Getting better at reading defenses. You see Morant's willingness to give up the ball to his teammates.
Give me that.
And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness. Will play in his role to perfection, using his size to control the glass for his team.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Mark Dagnall and I were able to chat, and we discussed his plan for John Morant. Coach smiled and said, I just told my guys to stay ready out there, ready for anything, because Morant can do so many surprising things. We just have to stay on our toes. Hopefully that flexible mindset helps the defense keep up with Morant's antics out there. B.A.?
Thanks for that, Allie. Williams from long range. Drops in the
There you go, niggas getting bailed out early.
You got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Pass to Edie. To win the run. Oklahoma City grabs the miss. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick.
2-9.
He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter.
Let's get on the
so much
scoreboard.
gravity to his game.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Edie. Payne surveying the D.
Snake.
And another miss by Memphis.
Late.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
The three from Holmgren.
Bro.
The Thunder with another miss.
Can't
Grizzlies
shoot.
trailed by 7. On the wing, Bane. Outside Morant.
Why does he keep
We've
stepping
got
back?
1:55 left now in the first quarter. Clock is at 3. And it's Holmgren with a
Slightly
rebound.
late.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
I was that stuff.
Yeah, a defense has to be very aware of Gilgeous-Alexander's attack mindset. He wants to get to the rim and do maximum damage.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Huff to stop the drought.
There we
Knocks
go.
down the long J.
Defensively, you have to stay
There we go,
connected to
right
him on
there.
the perimeter.
Come on.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Give me that
Got a
shit.
piece of it. Kennard for 3. And
Three.
again, it's Memphis with a 3.
Just like
The
that.
defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave him all alone at the arc.
And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Let's go. Let's go.
1:09 left in the first. It's Williams, high post. Wiggins
Hell no.
from long range. Drills it from deep.
He is such a smart player. Jalen Williams making people around him better.
Kennard outside. Jackson the screen. Kennard outside. Pass to Huff. 4 on the clock. Here's Pippen. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
Give me that.
He
Oh, wow.
expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Oh, yeah,
and
we on
Jackson with the block.
We play D-Lo.
The attention to detail on defense, Jackson reads
Spank.
shooters well and knows
Oh
when to
my-
go for blocks.
Bro,
Thunder leading by 6.
that's all good.
Wiggins outside.
We there. That's
Back
Triple
to
J.
Caruso.
That's JJJ. Yeah, we on.
Pass to Wiggins.
Oh, give me that. We on.
Here's Wells.
Oh.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Oklahoma City ahead. Up 6. Stay with us now. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And for the Thunder guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after you.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
Hell
And
no.
there's a whistle. He'll head to the line
This
to
nigga
shoot
suck.
2. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there are still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse. But some rebuilds take longer than others.
This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere. Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Oh, yeah.
Takes a 13-footer. Up, pulls it in. Grizzlies trail by 4. Kennard for 3.
That'd be too
And Shai
fast.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, it's exciting to have this sort of
Okay,
success
so
early on because it's just rare
another
for
white.
teams.
This
But
one is
at the
getting
same
built.
time,
Fuck
we
now.
cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out. Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that. Huff, good.
And both teams running
See, them green.
long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know, it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady
Somebody just
fire
running
from
to the
outside.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Launches it.
Four.
It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. SGA showing off the athleticism there.
And
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Thunder leading by 8. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Graham.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer Pro-Am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
And the Grizzlies call time here. Grizzlies trail by 10. Here's Morant. Tough points from Ja.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Pass to Dort. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, an amazing find. How about the patience from Dort? Waits for his man to get open and feeds him.
Back to Morant. And he'll draw the foul. He'll
and my
head to the
force
line
in
for
front
2.
of that.
It's going to go on Chet Holmgren. And one thing that Morant has always been a lead at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
Toward outside. Pass to Williams. Fires for 3. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
And these are the shots this team wants Dort taking. He understands his role in this offense.
And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game. Thunder on D. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. And here's Bane. Yet to see a basket. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Morant outside.
The sweat that Gilgeous Alexander puts in on defense does everything he can to trip you up.
Now Hartenstein. Pass to Holmgren. Here's the three.
Yeah.
And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Now here's Gilgeous Alexander. 13 points in the game. It's not going to go for him. Back to Morant. It's good from the top of the key. Morant's got 6.
Yeah, we're seeing Morant get more and more comfortable operating off the ball.
Gilgeous Alexander looking it over. Pass to Williams. Three-pointer. And Gilgeous Alexander missing. Grizzlies trail by 12. Now here's Jackson. Back to Morant. Here's Edey. Left side, Morant. Ja Morant. Little floater is good.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
And Gilgeous Alexander, here we go.
Oh my
And it
gosh,
gets
this
even
nigga's just
worse
running
for
to the
them.
fucking
He
lane,
just
man.
waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any
Let's go.
easier if they can't improve their defensive
go.
intensity. They got to show some fight.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Defense is setting the tone. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play.
Good.
Second chance shot. SGA takes it himself. And he gets it to go. 17 points in the game.
And this is Shea's game. Attack, get to the rim, and finish.
After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024.
Really, by no fault of their own, BA. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
Morant with it. He's got 11. Morant flashes his vertical there.
Once Ja Morant gets rolling, there is no stopping him. Ja is feeling it tonight.
And if you're just joining us, we played just over a minute here in the third. And there's the 3-second violation.
Come on, God, he cannot hold you.
Grizzlies trail by 9.
He can't hold you.
And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here.
Well, that is just a careless pass. He's lucky that was just deflected and not picked off.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in.
Oh, the vertical of Morant is simply incredible. I mean, he's fantastic at using it to his advantage on the inside.
Gilgeous Alexander from inside.
A white. A fucking white.
Well, the defense.
Bro, this nigga has not green up.
He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest that block.
Edey for 3.
Overdose.
Nails it from
That's
3.
overdose. That's how you
Edey's
win.
got 5.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes you get in a
Bro,
shootout
look at this
like
bullshit.
that, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Grizzlies. 9-point game. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Well, Coach, one of the more electric players in the NBA, Ja Morant.
Yeah, that's for sure, Brian. High-flying, acrobatic at the rim, just a supreme athlete, and he is without a doubt one of the most exciting players this league has to offer.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander.
A foul.
So he draws the foul, heading to the line to shoot a pair. And, Coach, you've been lauded by some of your former players for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting world.
Well, I've also been cursed by some of those players for my pregame walkthroughs, Brian. People thought they were way too long, but I just wanted to be as prepared as possible and was one that always believed I'd rather do too much than too little.
He's going to shake that three.
That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his third foul of the game. Here's Morant. He's got 16. Shot clock at 6. Aggressive take from Morant. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, you better finish it.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the 11th pick back in 2018, has developed to the point where he is in the MVP conversation. His coach, Mark Daigneault, said he's improved every year. He's been in the league. It's a testament to his humility. He looks in the mirror, he sees what he needs to improve on, and then he works at it. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander.
Let's go.
Substitution for your Thunder.
Grizzlies trail by 9. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And, of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
It's Dort on the wing. They've led by as many as 14.
Come on.
59 seconds left in the third. Here's Jackson, and he drains the quick shot. Jackson's got his first points of the game.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one to go.
Caruso, right side. 6 to shoot. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And there's the foul. It's on Cason Wallace. That's his first foul.
13 foul. Substitution on the court.
19 seconds left in the third quarter.
Oh my gosh, I knew they was going to give me some weak-ass animation.
Caruso outside. Williams with the screen. With 4 on the clock. And the layup is good.
How does he make that, though?
See, now
That's
that
fucking
layup
Alex
isn't
Caruso.
possible without the help of the pick.
Here's Pippen. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for the Thunder.
We down line.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for Memphis. They trail by 9. Pass to Williams.
Oh, yeah.
And he'll take a trip to the line for two. Clearly got fouled on that shot. And, Coach, you look at Vince Williams. That 7-foot wingspan is a difference maker defensively.
It sure is, Brian. He disrupts a lot of offensive action, both on and off the ball, forcing turnovers and blocking shots.
And the Thunder in possession here. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Wiggins. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams on the wing. 3 on the clock. No good with a jumper from the wing. Grizzlies trail by 7. Williams on the wing. Left side, Morant. Shakes him. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Aaron Wiggins.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
And Morant drops them both. Recently, player health has been the big talking point around the Memphis Grizzlies stand.
Yeah, B.A., look, and it's really a shame to have such a talented, dynamic team have to deal with all those constant what-ifs and have their seasons so affected by things outside of their control. It's tough.
Running the show, Gilgeous-Alexander is talented as a passer.
Kennard on the wing. Williams from long range. Oh, the Grizzlies get it back. Kicks it out to Jackson. Morant surveying the floor. Look at Morant work in the paint. Nice.
Morant not afraid to get in there and play big, showing his toughness in close.
Wallace outside. And the call will be against Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Mark Daigneault had some words for his team over the last break. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
Thank you for that, Allie.
You're making the slam look second nature. Once Dort sees the launching pad, he's ready to take off. His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Look at Shea playing big inside.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Over to the left wing. Here's Wells.
Oh, that's all.
Off target from three-point range. Thunder leading by 7. To the middle. Williams from long range. No good that time.
Oh my gosh, come on, bro. We have to score.
And so it's Memphis with it. Pass to Edey. For 3. That one's good. Desmond Payne for 3. Payne's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Gilgeous-Alexander.
A foul. Foul,
What's
nigga.
about Gilgeous-Alexander is how shifty he is, which also makes it so tough on defense.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Thunder.
Well, I love how they're attacking the rim. That will usually force defenses to collapse and open up a lot of outside shots. Taking care of business at the line, converting on all those free throws helps them build this lead.
Back to Jackson with his first shot attempt. That shot missing.
Oh my God, wait.
Thunder leading by
Stop.
6.
We need to stop.
Outside, Williams. And Williams.
Yeah, that's game, bro. This nigga just dunked.
How about the bounce.
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Pass to Wells. And here's Jackson. Left side, Morant. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder with the rebound. They've led by as many as 14. Left side, Williams. Misses the three. Now Morant. Over Gilgeous-Alexander.
I'm a proprietor. Wait for my company to get acquired.
Bro, I keep doing this shit.
Strong one day I have enough to buy my grandchildren home. Generational wealth. What you doing? Boss move. Boss move. What you refuse to do? Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Win. Commaculation. Boss move. Boss move. What you refuse to do? Refuse to lose. Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Commaculation.
That was you? That was you? That just did that. It might have been the broom man.
Once I crystal the mic and get on top of the beat becomes an instant classic. Willie 40 speak. My lyrics poke out just like a widow peak. I go like I got penny to fetch, refuse to lose. Ain't no recess commercials or interludes. Right now I'm off my own and I'm at the crib. And it's this new to your.
Keep on losing.
OG from the, but I'm still not out of the woods yet. Even though that I'm. Project English is my language. Ghetto slang, broken English. It's hard to crack the code and distinguish. BR, before rap, I was famous. What you doing? Boss move. What you refuse to do? Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Commaculation. Boss move. What you refuse to do? Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Commaculation.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from... our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing. And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
A shot by Sharp, nobody around. Off target from three-point range. It's Fox with the drop.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow. Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness. And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up. And it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
Basket counts.
And how about the vision from Castle, spotting that opening and making the pass on time.
Pass to Avdia. Fires the three. Another shot. And here's Sharp. No good on the triple. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines.
You got for us, DA?
Oh, hell.
Well, I caught up with
What?
Popovich.
He shot that
He
from all the way
highlighted
back
the problems that come along with facing a center like DeAndre Ayton. Coach said DeAndre impacts the game on both ends of the floor. He can score inside, shoot the mid-range jumper, and defensively he can protect the rim and switch out on the perimeter. Certainly a talented young center. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
And that's one of Fox's strengths, trying to involve his teammates first. A really good passer who wants to play for his guys. Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Now, here's Vassell. Inside, Wembanyama. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
Avdia can't hit.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pass to Sharp. And Simons wide open. He'll fight.
I was
good with the triple. The all-time leader in NBA wins, of course, the great Spurs coach, Greg Popovich. So here is a guy who's a peer. What makes him so special, Stan?
Well, first of all, Greg Popovich is not a peer of mine, Kevin. I would never be that presumptuous. This guy is an absolute icon in the coaching world. I think from the outside, I think what makes him so special is he's never looked at himself that way. He's never rested on his laurels. He's a guy that's always evolving and trying to get better.
I love that assessment, but I do think you're his bro.
Not in any way.
Here's Castle. No scoring in this one. Lets the three fly. Buries it from three-point range.
And look at Paul's focus. He is completely locked in on his shot.
Sharp's got space. Gets a very good look and converts.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Now, here's Vassell. Pass to Sharp. Back to Avdia. Shot clock at 6. Takes a three. A rebound by the Spurs.
This game, I just need to break from this shit.
Barnes outside. Off target at the rim.
This shit is raging decent.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trail Blazers. It's a 5-point game. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Ayton.
Come on.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And at 7'1" and 250 pounds, Ayton is a handful. Not easy trying to guard him without fouling.
DeAndre Ayton taking 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line.
And you just have to be enticed by the skill set of Ayton. A 7'1" behemoth who plays with a lot of physicality and skill on both ends.
And the dunk by Sohan.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. Oh, and with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. The Trailblazers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter.
19. The Trailblazers. 15.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And Greg, you talk about toughness, a compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
There's shot by Paul, no good. Portland trailing here. Henderson outside. Pass to Klingon. And the Trailblazers, another three.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Back to Johnson. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Johnson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And it's Grant in the corner. Tried to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. You know, Stan, the Blazers started the rebuild process with the big Dame Lillard trade to Milwaukee.
Kevin, it takes guts for a GM to make a move like that, and it didn't go well early on. But they've got to trust the process and stick with the plan that they made.
Here's Banton. Klingon with it. He's picked up by Paul. Here's Henderson. Pass to Klingon. And the ball's tied up.
Bro, what is going on? Go up. And we lost the
with
jump
an
ball.
update from the sideline. Let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Blazers are in the midst of a rebuild. Coach Chauncey Billups said it's been a tough couple of years. I'm just here every day grinding through it, helping my guys the best I can. I'm ready for that challenge and that pressure to go out and compete with these best teams. In the NBA, Kevin, this sort of thing takes time.
A lot of time, but the West is tough, David. Thank you. And that one's good, Champagny. And the Spurs lead by 4.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Bible for 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first. Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Over to the left wing.
Damn.
Fox,
Whoa,
no good.
come on, man.
Trailblazers trailed by 3. Here's Henderson. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And that's a good example of Henderson's strength and determination.
The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
The line for the Trailblazers. Henderson. Shooting 1.
That one drops. He ties it up. So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15 and 56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
Pass to Vassell. Hall drops in the layup for 2. Hall's got 5 points so far.
A master at finding angles to finish. Chris Paul uses quickness to his advantage.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. San Antonio with the ball. The Blazers getting the bucket. To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. Missed it, shooting 50% at 3 for 6. Poke loose. Pass to Castle. For 3. And Klingon pulls it down.
Scoop.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't touch it down.
Not time.
Oh, and here comes Barnes all alone.
You know, time to sleep.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Now, here's Thibault. Here's Henderson. Back to Thibault. From past the arc. Portland no good that time either. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for the Spurs. And stolen by Thibault. From deep.
Oh, what the fuck?
A rebound by the Spurs. And it's Vassell in the corner. Back to Barnes. Yes, to Castle. Al Paul. From downtown. No good on the last second attempt there. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Spurs lead by 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. For the lead, Wembanyama with the rebound.
Oh, this shit is fake.
San Antonio leading.
That's literally.
And it really stands. Victor Wembanyama has a chance to be one of those paradigm-shifting players. Don't you agree?
Oh, no doubt, Kevin. First of all, there are not going to be very many 7'4" guys come along. And then come with the skills that he has on a court, the length, his mobility, how fluid he is. It's unprecedented.
Pass to Grant. Down low. Here's Klingon.
Oh, getting fancy now. Klingon. Wow.
Here's Castle. Still without a basket. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Back to Barnes. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And the Spurs lead by 2.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end. And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Thibault for 3. A rebound by the Spurs.
Cannot make 2
defense
things
catches
go.
a break there. You expect him to make those.
Vassell outside. The 3.
That's all.
That one's not going to go. Henderson looking it over. To the left wing. Pass to Klingon. The 3 ball. He can't get that one. Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt. And they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
And it's Simons missing. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
First team.
And here's Portland. And the foul on Jeremy Sohan. That'll be his second foul of the game. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. 3-pointer, Simons. And again, it's the Trailblazers
how fast do I have to do to get 2 shots?
To Castle. Wembanyama with it. Here's Castle. Scoreless thus far. Sohan. From outside, off the mark. Trailblazers trailed by 3. Over in the corner, Avdia. Now Ayton, defended by Wembanyama. Fires from deep. Avdia gets the bucket. Avdia's got 8 points.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Timeout is called by Greg Popovich. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
Oh, backward.
Now, here's Fox. He has 6. Pass to Castle. The kick out to Fox. Here's Castle. Lock at 6.
Yeah, we see it.
The Spurs need to get a shot off here.
We see it.
Got
Oh,
a
yeah.
piece of it.
We see it.
Outside, Simons. Here's the screen. Here's Kamara. And again, it's Portland with the 3.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Here's Wembanyama. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. That's 12 points for Victor Wembanyama. And it's Simons off the drive.
Passed it to the corner. To the fucking corner.
By Sharp.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
41 seconds left to play in the third. Ball looking over the floor.
Yes.
Stolen by Avdia. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Pass to Kamara. And another 3 for Portland. 23 seconds left in the third. Here's Paul. Covered by Simons. Paul's shot is off.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Here's Kamara. Offline with his 3.
Tight.
And Wembanyama puts up a deep 3. And we've reached the end of the third. Portland out in front, up by 4. And right at
the Trailblazers, 43.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Here's Fox. To the inside. Johnson. And then Johnson with the dunk.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Yeah, and as a coach, you love having a team like this. They've got 0 quitting.
Here's Johnson. After Champagny. They double him with Ayton. Shot clock at 5. Here's Sohan.
Oh, yeah, we there.
Good.
What? This is...
Sohan's got it all tied up now for San Antonio. Ayton a screen to the left side wing. The kick out to Simons. Here's Avdia. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
And Fox has it in the corner. Johnson from outside. No good there. Trailblazers leading by 3. Johnson with the block.
Get that out of here. I don't even want to see that. Johnson showing his explosiveness at the defensive end.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open 3s like that.
Simons from outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. Coach was really hyping up his guys. He told them, this is what it's all about, fellas. You're in this spot for a reason. Go out, take this win.
Stop playing.
See if they can follow those instructions. Guys?
All right, thank you, David.
Oh, good pass right there from Sharp. These types of plays
Give me that.
really help team chemistry.
Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Castle. Here's Wembanyama.
DeAndre
Oh, there's the strength training. Wembanyama.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
To the middle. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's foul number 2 for him. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Oh, they get it back.
That's money.
And the wide open shot from
That's
Abdia.
Oh, 2 for $1.
Pass to Simons.
Oh, that's off.
And the 3 off target. Spurs trail by 4.
Yeah. Oh.
Vassell outside. 3-pointer, Fox. A shot missing.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back
Shady.
in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
And how high can you fly? I mean, he finishes that one with some pop.
GA after getting loose in the lane with a scintillating move. Pass to Castle. And here is Barnes. Down low. Here's Wembanyama. That miss makes him 7 for 12 from the field this game. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Trailblazers leading by 6. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And Barnes has got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. Castle misses. And here is Simon. There's the 3.
Oh my gosh.
From the arc. Barnes grabs the miss. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Wembanyama.
Bro, what are you doing?
Money!
Just finish the game. That is every game has to be
With the
close.
matchup issues
Every game
creates,
has
I'm
to be
not sure
close.
anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And an intentional foul right there. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Job well done at the line on that possession. They'll make things a little easier on themselves if they can convert those.
Here's Vassell. Count it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
That is a big-time shot from Vassell. This guy is a gamer.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Yeah, they need everything to break their way at this point if they're going to rally back.
The kick out to Barnes. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Vassell, no good. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good. It's a 5-point game.
No doubt, that just about seals it.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're trailing by 5. What do you think coach's focus is going to be here?
An uphill climb. They need everything to break their way.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
First personal foul.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. 3-pointer, Fox. Doesn't go that time. And so it's Portland winning this one, This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And that'll do it, folks. For Stan Van Gundy,